Greetings, welcome to Hexed Encountered. I'm Joe. It is part 4 of my campaign playthrough of Combat Eastern Front. This is from Compass Games. As I said, this is the 4th part. We'll be doing turn number 3. And if you didn't watch the previous parts, you might be a little bit lost here, but we're going to get right into things as we start. Now, I did do a planning action at the during turn 2. And we got one card, and this is the card. And again, we got the smart idea again. But the initiative values on this one, at least 2 of them are good. One of them is not. But the other 2 cards we currently hold, this one is pretty much the same. And if I play it, I'll have to do this trip thing, which I don't want to do. And I have 2 of those. So I think I'm going to be playing this one. Anyway, let's get on with the... with that, and we're going to play this as I just said. So we get an 82 for the A, 26 for the B, and 16 for the C in terms of initiative. Now we have to give our orders out. I will do that off camera, come back and give you a brief recap just to kind of keep things going short and sweet here. Okay, so here are the orders. So we'll start with red since they're at the top. We've got Kvast here. He's got a run and gun. He also has low ammo, so we hope we don't roll a 9. Make that out of ammo. Here we have Gentner and Allah. Gentner is going to provide medical aid to Allah, who has a bad wound. Allah has a hide order. Now, clarification, I kind of did something that's outside the rules here. In the previous turn, because I meant to move him here for medical aid, and I forgot, and I actually moved him up here. So since he was here to begin with, I just kind of retroactively changed his move to put him there. Shada here gets a run and gun. Grossa is out of action. He's kind of, I guess, unconscious, incapacitated is what the game refers it to. He's got a lot of wounds, as you can see. He's just here. They will not target him. He's just kind of laying there. At the end of the scenario, basically, if we don't kind of revive him, he will have whatever he's closest to. If he's closer to them, he gets captured. If he's closer to us, he would get basically rescued, I guess. Then we've got Vaults here. He's got an aimed fire. Arzt has a sprint. I'm going to try to get him in close to where he can maybe try to get into some melee, perhaps, or at least get close enough to chuck a grenade. Clump has an evade. He's going to move into the gully, probably, again, with the same kind of thought of eventually getting onto the other side. They are, of course, coming, but we don't know what they're going to do. Reload for Veckler. He is out of ammo. He's also got a medic ability. So I had a brief thought of moving him to get him up here. If he gets into the hex with Grossa, he could bandage one of his wounds. I may do that in a future turn, but for now he's just got a reload. And then down here we've got our machine gun team. They have an aimed fire order, and our gunner took a shot and is now at normal morale. So now we draw for the enemy forces. Red gets a 97. White gets a 45. Blue gets a 37. And yellow is 95. Their yellow has been eliminated. So I don't have them on the initiative track, but the order is going to be German C, which is blue here, German white, B, these guys, then Soviet blue, Soviet white over here, and then the red for us, A, and red for them, these guys. So that's the order. If they should get a reinforcement and it turns out to be yellow and that's event driven, then I would actually put yellow in and it would go between A and red. Now I can actually swap. I'm going to do that. Swap the order. So my A, the red A, is going to swap with the white, the Soviet white, and they will go fourth. So it's C, B, Soviet blue, then A for me, and then white and red for the Soviets. That's the turn order, and we are going to get underway. Okay, so I activate first with my C. He's got a reload, so he just sits and does basically nothing this turn. He has an aimed fire with a 0, so that means he also does nothing. This impulse, rather, not turn. But he's going to sit on that until the end and then reload or try to reload. So we go to B, which is the white. Now, again, we have an aimed fire. That's a 0. We should start at the top. He's got a run and gun. So the first part of that is, of course, running. So he's going to move up here. And crossing, see, I have to check. Crossing this kind of ledgy looking thing, I need to make sure that I can actually do this. And if I can, what kind of effect it might have. It is, as I feared, he cannot cross there. So he has to go up here. So he's going to go on top of his buddy there and there, because he can cross that hex side. There is no rough slope there. Okay, so he moved. The other guy is out of order. He has an aimed fire, so he's not moving, and he gets an evade. So he is going to move here. That completes white. Then we go to Soviet blue. Right here, we have to draw an order for him. He is in cover because he's in rocks, and he is bold. So he gets a run and gun 4-5. So run and gun 4-5, our compass is here. 4 is to the south. So he moves south first, and then he'll move southwest next. That's what the 4-5 would indicate. Let me just drop that up there. Okay, that's blue. We go to red. No, we go to my red. Sorry. These guys are not going to do anything. He's got a run and gun, so he's going to move. I'm going to move here. As I said, they do nothing. He's got a sprint order. He's going to move. He'll move 1 for now, and then he gets to pick up speed and go 2 and so on. So for now, he's going there. Then that's it. So that's then done. We go to Soviet reds. We have to draw an order. We'll draw from Makarov first. He is not in cover and bold. He gets aimed fire, which is actually, I keep doing this. You're supposed to do a check. He's going to get aimed fire anyway, but you do a check, a troop quality check, to make to determine if he's going to shoot. He's got a target right here. I mean, there's no question that he would shoot at Shada. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's going to shoot at Shada. Range is 5. He's got a pistol, which isn't the most intimidating of weapons. So he's got the TT-33. Range is 5. That gets a -2. His skill is a 4, and he is run and gun in the open. So we go here, open, run and gun, gets a 0. Okay, so he needs a 2 here, and he gets 1 shot. Do this. I like to do that. It's a 3, so he barely misses, but he does in fact miss. I do need to give him that aimed fire, however. So let's put that on him. Okay, now his friend down here has a bad wound. He is low ammo, and he is cautious. So all of those are going to add up to him being basically a 0. Now that I look at this, because 3 and 1 is 4, that's a 0. That means he's actually eliminated. I'm not sure how I missed that last turn, but he's actually KIA because he got down to a 0 initiative. Okay. Actually, no, he does not. It says total wounds equals their TQ. His TQ is 4, but that makes him a 3. So I still think that probably does actually kill him, because this makes his TQ a 3, and then the -3 there makes it a 0. But it says wounds, but this would modify his TQ before the wound is applied. So I think I read that right. I think this actually is basically a KIA. So I'm going to play it that way. That may or may not be correct, but that's how I'm going to play it. Now this guy draws as well. I forgot about him. Our machine gun team. It's not 1 guy, it's 2. Draw an order for them. They are not in cover. They are bold. They get a sneak 5-6. Not a great order for them, but good order for me. So sneak 5-6 means he does not move, or they do not move on this impulse. That is actually the end of impulse 1. Pretty quick and easy when you're getting down in the not having a ton of men, and also basically there's a lot of not moving and firing and stuff. Go to impulse 2. We start again with C. This time aimed fire does fire. So he will shoot at, I guess, Makarov, just because he's the closest, I guess. Although he could shoot at this guy too. I skipped white somehow. Let's do this. Let's just do white right now. Sorry about that. Zaitsev gets an open bold. He gets an evade 4-5. And his friend, Zakharov, also in the open, also gets an evade. He's a 6-5. So 4-5, 4 is down, so he's going to move down on this impulse. He's going to move to 5, which is actually this direction. And now we're done, and we start over. Now he'll do his aimed fire. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 with the MP34. So here's our MP34, or MG34, I'm sorry. He's in this 9 to 16 range. He gets a 0. So no effect from that. So his skill is a 5, and he gets 4 shots. He is in the open with aimed fire. So he's got fire all, and it's a 0. So no effect. So let's roll our dice. Need a 5 to hit, 5 or less. 4 and 2, that's 2 hits. We'll do the other 2. 2 and 0, also 2 hits. Okay. So that's bad news for Makarov. First card, bad wound. So we'll give him a bad wound. And he has to do a check now. So he still has his bold. So he has a 7 for his morale. And this is the check we're taking right here. So a 0 would be good because he would only take a duck back and no morale change. Otherwise, no matter what, he's going to take a morale loss. So let's roll. He got a 9. That's, of course, a bad fail. That is 3 morale levels and must duck back. So this order goes away. It becomes a duck back. And he still has 3 wounds to get resolved as well. And 3 morale levels. He's bold, so he goes to normal, then cautious, then shaken. So he is currently shaken. We'll give him this. It's probably not done. Now we draw another card for his wound. It's a light wound. So that is going to make him take another check. So I'll put this here. Light wound. That's another -1. This time he's rolling against a 3 with another 2, so he needs a 1. And he rolled a 5, so he fails. So he takes another loss of morale, which I think goes to rout now. But he does still have 2 more wounds to draw. And I think when you're at a rout, you can't... I'm going to have to check that, but we need to draw the next 2 wounds. We get a KIA, so it's a moot point. He's killed. He has been killed as well. They are dwindling fast here. This is a very open battlefield, so not a good place for a fight. So that ends blue. We go to B. I say blue, it's my blue. They get it. He's on run. No, he's on gun now, actually, because we're in impulse 2. So he will shoot at Naumov, and the distance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's got a rifle, I believe. No, he's got the MP40. So distance of 5. He's got a run and gun order. Open run and gun is 0. MP40 range of 5 is a +1. So he gets a +1 to his weapon skill, which is a 5. So, and he gets 3 shots. Okay, this could be bad for Naumov. A 1 and a 6, so that's 1 hit. Now we'll roll again. The third, another 1. That is 2 hits. Draw the first card. Bad wound. Okay, So that's now he's going to take a morale check against a 5. He got a 1, so he passes. So he takes 1 morale level loss, which is normal. Okay, so he's normal. Then we draw another one for the second hit, and it's a bad wound again. So he takes a second bad wound. Now normal, and he's got a -3. That's a total of 6, which is going to push him below his threshold. So that is actually going to kill him, because -3, his true quality is a 5, so he has been killed. And we're going to say that that's a double enemy KIA in that spot. I'll have to remember that. I don't want to. I'm running low on the KIA counters, to be honest. So I'll turn this like that to remember that that one means 2. Okay, so he's done. He's aimed fire. And I guess he can. I don't know if he can. Let me check line of sight. Okay, no line of sight to here, but he does have line of sight to these 2. So we just need to pick which one in terms of distance. So he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so he's probably 14 or something. So 12, let's look. He's got a car 98. So 12 is a cutoff. So we'll go with this guy because he's at 12. So that is a 0. He is, however, in scrub, which does, I think, afford a little bit of a modifier. So scrub, his order is evade. So it's a -1. So his weapon skill, Vaults isn't exactly a master. It's only a 3, so it becomes a 2. He only gets 1 shot. So let's see what we get here. Ooh, it's a 3. I did not mean to drop it on the map because it makes stuff bounce. A 3 is exactly what he needed for a hit. We get another wound card here. It is a close call. So after a run of wounds, we finally get a close call. When we get a close call, you do a morale check right here. So let's roll for him. He is his TQ is a 6 because he still has his bold morale. So let's roll and see what he gets. Whoops, he got a 0, which is actually really good for him. He goes up from bold, 1 level from bold, which is aggressive. So we haven't had aggressive yet. We're going to see a really positive morale here. So he takes that as a personal affront. And his true quality is now a 7. Of course, he is low ammo, which could play into something here down the road. So Vaults is done. Then we have Clump, who's going to move 1. He'll go here. And that is the end of B. We go to Soviet Blue, which is now gone. So now we go to German Red. So again, nothing here. These guys, he's in a gun now. And because of the rocks, I believe he has no shot. I don't think he can get past this rock to him. Obviously, he can't get past these 2 to get to him. And he can't get past this one to get to him. So in that instance, he gets to move. So we're going to move him here. And then we go to Arts. He's got a sprint. So he gets to move 2 hexes. He's going to go 1, 2. And that is it. So then we go to Soviet White. So we'll start up here. He's got an evade order. He's going 5, which is here. And then he also has an evade order, and he's going to go here. Let's move his stuff with him. Okay, that ends White. We go to Red. That's them. They are on a sneak. 5 is this way. And that's it. And we go to Impulse number 3. Again, we're going to start here. He's reloading. He is doing nothing, this impulse. We go to B. Let's see, B is White, of course. He's got an evade, so he's going to move. I think we're going to move here. No, we're going to move there. That way we can move up next time, since he's going to sprint and go past. Okay, so that's that one. He's got a run and gun, so that's a move right now. He'll go here. No, actually, he should go here. Because from here, he's going to have a shot at that machine gunner, I'm pretty sure. I will check right now. Yes, and he will get to take it before his sneak, because of the order of initiative, he will get to take it before this guy sneaks off into the rocks. So that's a benefit. Okay, who else? He's out of action. Faults is aimed fire. He's not doing anything. So white, or Team B is done. Soviet blue is out of action. A, so he is now in a move again. And so he's going to move here. And then next turn, he will be able to fire, assuming he can get, or next impulse rather, assuming he can get at a target. Now, Arntz has a sprint, as we said. So he's going to go 1, 2, and stop here for now. Okay, and that is the end of red. Then we go to Soviet white. So he has an evade. It's a 4. That's straight down. So he's going to go here, which actually helps him because he moves him out of the line of fire from crossed because the rocks are now in the way. And then he also has an evade, and he is moving 5, which is in this direction. So he's here now. So that actually, I think, puts him in crossed's crosshairs, but that won't matter until next turn. Then red, and these guys are on a sneak, and third impulse, they don't move. So now we go to the fourth and final impulse. And here in the fourth and final impulse, let's see. Start with C again, so they will fire. He's on his reload. So now that we've reached the fourth impulse with a reload order, nothing happens until the end turn, when that will come off. The out of ammo will come off. Okay, so we still have our aimed fire here. Now they can fire at, we went through this last impulse, or last time. Although they moved, which might have changed the angle. Let me check it. Yes, they sneak through. Okay, checked it off camera just to save time. So they are going to fire at their opposing machine gun team. The range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Okay. That is not a problem for a machine gun. In a range of 14, the MG is a 0. And they have a sneak order, which will give us a negative. They're in open, and sneak is a -2. So that's not bad for them. So we got a 5 -2 is a 3. So we need 3s to hit. Put this over here. A 1 and a 4, 1 hit. And then 2 more. 4 and a 3. So we got 2 hits. Close call. Okay, so they'll do a morale check. Let's do that right now. This is an M check right here. So same as last time. His morale is a 6, or troop quality rather is a 6. Got an 8, so he fails. So that's a -1 morale and a duck back. So the sneak order goes away. Get a duck back, and they also get a normal morale. So no more bold. They are now normal. Okay, now the other hit is also a close call. So he gets to check again. It's a 6. That is above his morale, which is a 5 now that he's normal. So he takes another loss to, oops, that's melee. He takes another loss to his morale, and he becomes cautious. But he's not damaged. He's not wounded, so that's good from his standpoint. Okay, so we know Vector doesn't do anything. We go to white, B. We go to the B team. And if we start, I guess we start with him. He's got a gun, fire order this time. And he's got a shot at Zakharov, so we'll take that shot. He does have his MP40, which means he gets 3 shots. The range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 with an MP40 is going to be a -2. Okay, -2. His weapon skill is a 5. That's a 3. He has an evade order, which might actually knock it down even further. It does. -1 and -2 is -3. So he needs a 2 to hit, but he gets three tries. 7 and 9. Well, 9 we know is bad news. The 7 is just a miss. So he gets a low ammo. And we have one more shot to roll. And it's a 5, so also a miss. Okay, so Zakharov, no damage. And that's him. So that's nothing. He's got aimed fire. He will also shoot at Zakharov. Our range here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He is firing the Vaults here is firing the rifle, Car 98. So he is in the 0 column, and he gets -1 for evade because that has not changed. So he needs a 2 to hit, and he only gets 1 shot. So let's see what we can get here. It's a 7, so he misses. All right, Zakharov is dodging the bullets, baby. And then we have Clump here, who is in an evade order. And we will put him here. He's going to go down into the gully. And that's that. Then we go to Soviet Blue, which of course is gone. I'm going to remove that so I don't forget. So we go to the red, and we are in the 4th and final impulse, right? Yes, we are in the 4th impulse. But again, medical aid does not get resolved until the end of the turn. He gets to fire. So he does have a shot at Zakharov, so he will take it. So the range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has the old Car 98K, so we know that that's a 0. And the evade gives him a -1. So his target skill, his weapon skill rather, is a 5. So that's pretty good, but he does only get 1 shot. And it's a 0, and a 0 is a dead ringer, so he's got him. So we pull a card, bad wound. His luck, as they say, has run out. He gets a bad wound and does his check here. So that's going to, so he needs a 7 because he's got a 5 and a 2 for his aggressive morale. Although, I may not be doing this right. I always check the morale against the base when they draw their first wound. I don't know if that's correct or not. It probably isn't. But since I've been playing it that way, and it helps them a little bit, I think, so I'm going to keep doing it that way for now, for this game. So we're doing a wound check, right? Actually, no, we're doing this one. A wound is received. So we're going to roll. He needs a 7 or less. Got a 2. So he would have passed even if we were knocking his stuff down, because it would have been a 4. So he passes, which means he gets a 1 morale level. So his aggressive becomes bold. And I'll just take this off because bold is our default morale in this scenario. And he has to duck back. So his evade order goes away. And he has to duck back. Do I have a duck back right there? I don't. I have to grab one. Okay, duck back, which really doesn't mean a whole lot, except that he hasn't activated yet. So he won't be able to do his move, I guess. He's ultimately only negative there. So that was Kvast, I believe, right? So now we would go to white. So he gets to do his evade order, which is a move to the 5 direction, which is just right there. Then he's got duck back, so he's basically not doing anything. We go to red. They have a duck back, so they're not doing anything, and that ends the turn. So now we get to resolve our checks for the medical aid and the reload. I think reload's automatic, though. Yep, end of the turn. So we will take these off, and he is no longer out of ammo. So good for him. Okay, now we got to resolve the medical aid up there. That is on our wound and morale check. Resolve a character's medical aid plan, search order, etc., or MG reload if there's no assistant. So basically, it's a success or failure. So he is a troop quality of 7. So he's pretty good. So we need a 7 or less. He doesn't have, oh, actually, he's got an 8 because his TQ is actually bold right now, or his morale. He rolled a 1. So that is a successful medical aid. And this bad wound, right? So you see the bad wound with its -3s all over the place. Once you bandage it, it goes to this side and it becomes like a light wound, basically. So that's better because he takes less damage to his stats, of course. So that is the end of this turn. I will remove all the markers and move on to turn number 4. All right, so we are starting turn 4. Now I have 2 cards left. We started with 5, and I did have a successful plan. Unfortunately, both these cards, as you can see, have an order on them, which you have to use when you play this card for initiative. So I'm going to play this one, and someone from the C team, and there's only 3 characters from C team. So poor Vector, who I wanted to try and boogie on up here to see if he could bandage up Grossa. Well, that's not going to happen because now he gets a hide order automatically. But we do get relatively decent initiatives for our 3 teams. So I guess that's the trade-off. Next time the B team actually gets someone to trip, unless I do a plan order, which I can't really do because like a doofus, I sent Allah into the gully and he has no line of sight to any enemies. And he can't climb up. Well, he can climb up here, but again, that's not only going to do so much. Anyway, we got to give our orders out before we do enemy plans or enemy initiatives. So let me do that off camera. So I just realized I probably have been screwing this up by not deducting the -2 for run and gun. I need to remember to do that. I think only a couple of guys had that order last turn, 1 or 2. So anyway, aimed fire for a machine gun, hide for Vector because of the card. Aimed fire for vaults. Clump gets a run and gun. Arts gets a run and gun. Shada gets a sprint. The thought here is run up this way and then come through the rocks and take out that machine gun, either through melee or through gunfire, one or the other. It's a little risky. I also gave a sprint to Gentner so he can run down the gully and then pop out somewhere, maybe in this area. And Arts is got an evade order because I need to move him down a little bit so he can come up and then be in an area where he can maybe do a little helping. And Kvast has an aimed fire order. So that's it. We'll draw the cards for the enemy now. Yeah, for initiative. So 11 for red. We only have to draw red and white now. White gets a 35. So they're going to have pretty good initiative here. 11, white is first. So white is first for the moment. I will switch that here in a bit. Our B team is a 22, so they get second. Our C team is a 32, so they get third. And the Soviet red. And last is our red. Then because of my special ability, I will swap B and the white, Soviet white. So order is now German B, Soviet white, German C, Soviet red, German A, which is also red. Okay, so now the Germans get to go first, and it is the B, which of course is the white. So he's got a run and gun. First part of that, of course, is run. So he's going to move up here into the tree. Stop there. Then Vaults is aimed fire, so he's doing nothing. He's incapacitated. So sprint for Shada. He's going to move here. 1 for the first leg of his sprint. Then it'll be 2 hexes each of the remainder. And we're heading right for these rocks, basically, is what I'm going to do. Then if I have to, I'm going to give him a melee order next turn and go after these machine gunners because I feel like we're close to finishing this up. So that's the end of B. And we go to now the Russian white, Soviet white. So that's down here. So he's got a bad wound. His morale is actually normal because he did go all the way up to aggressive. But his troop quality is now a 2. He's also low ammo, but we're going to draw an order for him anyway, of course. So he is not in cover, and he's bold. So he gets a run and gun 1/6 with a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's too far away to charge, so we don't have to worry about that. He gets a. Actually, he is in line of sight, so he does get to do a. I've been keep forgetting to do this, and this is what annoys me: is that I forget something and I remember it and then I forget it again. So forget that run and gun order, I think, because you always do a troop quality check first, and it is on here, I think. Maybe not. I thought there was one where an enemy character enters cover. No. Yeah, here it is. When giving orders, oh, he's in cover. Yeah, okay, so that is not the case. He's not in cover, so he does get a run and gun. Okay, so he gets a run and gun 1/6. So he gets run and gun 1/6. So 1 is straight up. So he's going in the rocks, which is actually a good move for him. Okay, and then he'll take a shot on his second impulse. Now we'll draw one for Lieutenant Zaitsev here. And he is in cover, and he is bold. Rapid fire. Problem again for him. Oh, that's right. Before we do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is in range for his pistol, I believe. Yes, it's a -4, but he is going to, I think, get an aimed fire order because he can't do rapid fire. He's only got a pistol. So he gets aimed fire, and that will take effect in the second impulse. Okay, then we go to the C. He's got a high, he's got aimed fire, so nothing. Then we go to Soviet red. So we have to draw for our machine gun team here. They are not in cover. They are bold. No, they are cautious. Run and gun 3-4. Run and gun 3-4, okay? Okay, so that goes there. And they move 3, which is this way. So they move away from the rocks, which actually is not a, well, it's not a bad move in terms of opening up some fire lanes for them, but they also expose themselves to more of the German fire, which is okay from my standpoint. Okay, so that's them, and then we go to our red. So he's aimed fire, does nothing this turn. Gentner has a sprint, so he's going to go this way because he can't go up right there. And then he has evade, and he is actually going to do the same thing. These two are going in the same direction for now. And then we have Arzt, who has run and gun. So this is a run. So he is going to move here. Move there with his run and gun. Okay, that is that. We move to impulse 2, and we go back to B. B goes first, so that is the white. So we've got Clump here. He gets to take a shot. He is going to shoot at. Let's shoot at Zakharov. The range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has a rifle, and at range 6, that is a 0. And he is in rocks and has a run and gun order. Rocks, run and gun is a -2. So he is a 4, so that means he needs a 2. So let me actually put this here because I think that will be the best place for it. So we're going to roll 0. Bang. Zakharov has been hit. Light wound. So pull a light wound for him to go with his bad wound. And now he has to take another morale check. So he's 5 minus 3. So his troop quality is a 2. So let's see what he gets. He got a 2, so he passes. Now he still takes a hit to his morale, which will now become normal. And he has to duck back. 1 morale level and duck back. So his run and gun order is gone. He has to duck back, and he gets a normal morale. that and this. He's Mr. Marker here. Okay. So that's him. Now he gets aimed shot. So aimed fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll shoot at Arts, who's in scrub. The range is 7. His pistol will be a -4 at that range. He is in scrub and has a run and gun. So that's a no effect there. So he needs a 1 to hit. I've been using the white for the Russians. Got an 8, so he misses. Okay, so that's them. Now we go to the blue for us. Aimed fire. He gets to shoot. We will take a shot at Zakharov, I guess. Okay, range from here to Zakharov is 14. He has a duck back and he's in rocks. Duck back rocks is a -2, and at that range for our machine gun, we're in 0. So it's a -2, which means it's a 3 that we need to hit. And we got a 6 and a 6, so no hit there. 2 more. 5 and a 7. So we did not hit him. Whiffed on all 4. Not great. Oh well. Okay, we move on to the red. Now he has run and gun, and it is gun because we're in the second phase. He will take a shot at Shada. He's the closest. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the range. That's a chippy for a machine gun. That's a 0 modifier. He is running across open ground, sprinting. Sprint open is a -1. So he gets a -1, so he needs a 4 with his cautious because it's no longer a 5. And he gets a -1 for Shada running, so that leaves him with needing a 3. And they do get 3 is the rate of fire for the DP. 5 and 5 are both misses. Gets 1 more shot. 7. So we went from rolling low last turn and everything hitting and causing massive damage to now getting nothing. So that is that. We go to our red. So we've got an evade here for Lieutenant Allah. He's just going to move down 1 more. And then sprint for Gentner. He gets to move 2. So I think Grossa, yep, Grossa's hex is where you can actually climb up. So he's going to climb up and go 1 and 2. And that, and then he gets aimed fire. He gets a shot. So he will take a crack at Zakharov, who is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away in the rocks. We know in the rocks with a duck back is a -2. So that's going to leave him with a 3. The range, I think, will not be a factor. No, the range is not a factor. It's a 0. So he gets 1 shot with the car, 98K. His carabiner gets a 0, so that is a hit. Draw. Light wound. Another light wound. So he's now got 2 lights and 1 heavy. That is a total of 5 wound points. That means he is out of action. So he's out of action and he comes off. So I'm going to turn this one sideways too because that is now 2 KIAs here. So they're down to the machine gun team and Lieutenant Zaitsev. And that's it for red. Oh no, he's got a shot too. Arzt is going to shoot here, right? Yes, Arzt is going to shoot here before we move to Impulse 3. So the range is 7, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he has a Car 98, so that is a -2, barely. So his weapon skills are 5. Zaitsev is in scrub and has an aimed fire order. Scrub and fire is a 0. So he needs a 3 to hit. And of course, he only has the 1. Gets an 8, so no hit. All right, now we go to impulse 3. Start back over. White team for me. Run phase. So he's going to go here. And Shada gets to move 2. So he's going to go 1, 2. And I'll put his sprint and low ammo up here with him. Then he's out, and he has aimed fire, which means he's not doing anything here in impulse 3. So we go to Soviet white, which is Zaitsev. He has aimed fire, so he's not doing anything either. And we go to C, aimed fire for, well, obviously he's hiding. Aimed fire here because he tripped. That's a funny image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 for the MG34 is a 0. He has an aimed fire. We know that that's a 0 as well, so he needs a 5 to hit. 4 chances. Got a 0, that's 1 hit, and a 6. And a 9. You have to get 2 9s to go low ammo, and a 4. So 2 hits. Zaitsev could be in trouble here. First card, enemy event. Okay, so we'll have to play that here in a second. Next one, KIA. So he goes down. He goes down. And all that is left for the Soviets is the machine gun team. Okay. All right, that was them. So we go to red, and they no longer have a Soviet white either. So we go to red. Now he's got run and gun. It is impulse 3, so he gets to shoot. So the closest is him, but he's not going to be able to hit it because of the rocks. So he's not going to be able to hit Shada, so he's going to have to pick an alternate target, of which there are plenty. The closest is Arzt, so that is probably who he should shoot at. Yeah, he's got a shot there. That's no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's a 7, so we have to finish the process, and then we'll resolve the event. I'm just going to leave it there so I remember. Range is 7. That's not a problem. I think that is just a 0. Yep, that's a 0 for the DP28. Arzt is in scrub, which scrub with a run and gun is a 0 as well. He has a -1 due to his cautious morale, so he needs a 4. But he does get 3 shots. 2 hits and a 9. But again, he's got a full team, so that's not an issue. But he did get 2 hits, so let's draw card. Light wound. So light wound here for Arzt. Okay, he needs a 7 or less to pass his morale check. He gets a 6, so he's okay. Then we go to the second hit. Well, actually, he's going to be normal. Somebody lost their normal. I think it's Vaults, actually. Anyway, so he gets that, and he also gets a duck back instead of his run and gun. And now we do the second hit. Light wound. So he gets a second light wound. And now he is a normal, so he needs a 5. It's a 0. So on a 0, you get no morale change, so he doesn't lose his morale any further than normal, which is good, but he is obviously wounded and now ducking back. Now we have to resolve our enemy event. For that, we roll this. I was using white as the 10-digit, black as the single digit. That is a 16. We look at our chart, which is in the game rules under Firefight. 16 for the enemy is a friendly event. So now we roll again. And we get a 27. And a 27 on the friendly side is I am back. So I'm back is pick or place a new order for a random character of the affected side who currently has a hide order. Sweet. So that means he gets to come back, and I'm just going to give him a rapid fire, I think. Well, maybe I should give him a sprint. We'll give him a sprint so he can run forward for Veckler there. Okay. So that is that. And that was Soviet red. So we go to German red, right? Fired at arts. Yeah, it had to be because that's the only unit they have left. So we go to our red. Duck back, nothing going on. He's got an evade. This is Lieutenant Arts. He'll move here. He actually, yeah, he's got no orders. He's going to go here. And Gentner has a sprint. He's going to move 1. Actually, he should just move towards the gun. 1, 2. He'll go there. Okay. And he's on aimed fire. We're in impulse 3, so that is nothing currently. And that resets us back to impulse 4 now. So we start with white, which is B for us. He has aimed fire, so he gets to shoot. So actually, let's just start up here. He's got a sprint, Shada. So he's going to move 2 more. 1, 2. Actually, he'll go here. He's getting a melee order next turn. That's the plan. So we can see if we can take out this machine gun nest and be done with it. Okay, so that's 1 white. He's out of action. We got clump down here, but let's do vaults first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 with the car 98 is going to be a -2. I'm almost certain. 11 is actually a 0. Or was that 16? Yeah, that can't be 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 11. Okay, so that's a 0 then. He has a run and gun, and he's in the open. Pretty sure it's going to be -2. Run and gun, it's a -1. No, it's a 0. 0. I think I know that by now. All right, so no adjustments. He needs a 3. So he's got the carabiner. Rolls a 3. That's a hit. All right, we'll draw a card. Bad wound. Bad wound. Here's a bad wound. Okay, bad wound. That would go to the gunner. Okay, and so it's rolling against a 4 for the morale check. Got an 8, so he fails. So that is 2 morale levels, must duck back. So he gets a duck back. Means he's not doing anything this impulse, which is the last of the turn, of course. And he goes from shaken to, I believe, rout. So yes, he goes to rout because he was at cautious, and 2 below cautious is rout. So we'll get into what that means, but and that only affects the gunner, okay? Because the gunner is the one who took the bad wound and is now routing. We'll say the assistant also gets the duck back order, just for the sake of expediency, shall we say? So that is them. That was who? That was the B, because that shot came from vaults, right? So yeah, that shot came from vaults. Good job, vaults. All right, go to C. We've got the MG here. Let's fire. Aimed fire. We're going to shoot at the assistant now. Right? We'll separate this out. We're going to shoot at the assistant, and we're going to hope that we can knock him out of action as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is going to be, for the MG, that's going to probably be a -2. No, that is a 0. That is a 0. Okay. They have duck back now, and they are in the open. Open duck back is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. So we will roll here. We get 4 shots. Need a 5 or less. 3 and 4, 2 hits. 2 and 3, 2 more hits. I'm rolling really well. I'll have to remember this the next time the dice are flat out killing me. But 4 hits, this is probably curtains for that assistant gunner. He gets a light wound to start with. So I'm gonna need more wound counters here, man. Despite the fact that, well, I mean, we got a bunch here, we got it there, here. I mean, it's like all over the place. You know, a lot of dudes are dead. So light wound. His morale is now, I guess he was probably still bold because all the action was against the gunner. So his troop quality is a 4. So he needs a 4. Gets a 5. So that is going to be a 2 morale loss and a duck back. So the duck back would apply anyway now, and he loses 2 levels from bold to shaken. No, bold, normal, cautious. Sorry, not shaken. He's cautious. He's got a light wound. So this is the assistant, and this up here is the gunner, and this is both. That's how that'll work for me, okay? But he's got 3 more hits to take. So hit number 2, close call. That's a good one for him, all right? But he's now a 2. Got a 7, so that is a fail on the close call. And he loses another morale level. So he's now going to go to shaken, not stirred. Now he's down to a 2. Actually a 1 because of the light wound. And we draw another one. And friendly event. Okay, so we got to resolve our, bad wound. Okay. So that is the 3rd of the 4 wounds. It's a bad one. I'll just use this to share for the moment rather than dig for another bad wound. So that's going to be, that is going to put him out of action, actually, looking at it, because it's a total of -4 in wounds, and his troop quality is a 4. So he's out, incapacitated, which in our terms is dead. But let's resolve this event now. So we're going to roll again, white and black. White will be the 10-digit. 24 to look at our firefight here. 24 is second thoughts. Second thoughts is for the player. They may immediately change the order of one of their characters to any legal order. Interesting. Let's change this guy to a aimed fire. We'll change Gentner, Gentner, because they don't go until the end. Okay. Changed him to aimed fire. But now the gunner, assistant gunner, is dead. So we'll take these 2 and the gunner off. And the rest of those can stay because they all apply to the gunner now. Okay, so that was blue. And he has a sprint order now, so he can move 2. So he's going to go here, here. And then we go to Soviet red. So that's him. He's got a duck back. Then A. So we'll start up here. He has no line to shoot at him. He does, however. So he will take his shot. Then we'll do the evade here with the lieutenant. But for now, yeah, he's going to take his shot right there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has a rifle. This is going to be short range, I believe. Yep, it's a 0. I mean, it's a 0 modifier. And duck back in the open is a 0, I'm pretty sure. Duck back is, yes, is 0. So he has bold. He's still bold. So he's got an 8. He's got 7 plus 1 is 8 to hit here. And he got a 3. So he does hit. Draw a card. It is a close call. Unfortunately, if that was a KIA, the game would be over. Okay, so close call. We do our check here. And let's see. Close call. Or a bad wound would have also accomplished the same thing. His morale, he has no morale. So he can't pass the check. Yeah, I guess there's nothing that happens to him because he can't do anything. Even if he passed it, well, I guess if we roll a 0 rather, he would be able to go up to, yeah, he didn't get it. He would be able to go up 1 level to shaken. Yeah, shaken. So that is that. That is the end of the turn. We go now to turn 5, which I expect to be the last turn here, given the situation. So I have 1 card left. It's this one. We've got 50, 92, and 96, so not great. And we get another trip, this time to the B team. B team is the white team. Let me pause and remove all the order markers. Okay, I'm going to give my orders. Well, this is pretty simple. I forgot to give him an order. We'll just give him a, I don't know, we'll give him an evade order, I guess, for Allah. But everybody's got an aimed fire order except for Shada, who's got a charge order. And so let's draw a card for enemy initiative. Since I played mine, they get an 87. So that is actually going to be next to last. Well, it'll end up being last because I'm going to use my ability. So I start with B, then we have C. Actually, no. Then we would have red. So yeah, he is going to go third. So it's B, then C, then red, then A. All right, so we are ready to go. We're going to start with B. So that means Shada can go right away. He's got a charge order. So that's he moves 1, which will be here. We're not going to go in the rocks because that, I think, would bust that order apart. Okay, then we go to, well, he's got aimed fire, so nothing, and he's got aimed fire, so nothing. So that moves us to C. Both have aimed fire, that's nothing. Then we go to them, and so they have to get, if I remember correctly, for routed morale for the NPC, if I look this up in the rules, for route under 19.3, okay, so routed characters must attempt to gain a rally order in the order phase, right? Non-player characters will be given the fastest possible move order and will use the directional numbers found on the route line of their picked enemy card. Okay. So we're going to draw a card, and he is not in cover. Doesn't matter because he's route. So he's going to get route 3-2. So he's going to move 3-2. Okay, so he will route 3-2. So 3 is this way. And then when he goes 2, that'll be that way. So he's going down and up, down and up. He's kind of going this way towards his board edge, which makes sense. Okay, so that is, now we go to red. He's got aimed fire, so he's going to shoot. Actually, no, he's not. So aimed fire, aimed fire. The only one who's doing anything is Lieutenant Allah. He's moving up here with his evade order. Everybody else has aimed fire. That is the end of Impulse 1. We go to Impulse 2. We start with B again. He's got his charge order. This is another move of 1. So he's going to go here. I don't know if he's going to catch him, though. So he might want to go here. He'll be there. So he's not going to catch him, unfortunately. Going to have to rely on gunfire to get him. All right, so that's 1. Now he's got aimed fire. Clump has aimed fire. So does Vaults. Let's do vaults first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is the range. He has a carabiner, and that is a 0, and he is routing. Is that even on here? No, but it's a move order. Oh, right, it's a move order. But the fastest one he can do. And since he's got a bad wound, let me check. Okay, so the bad wound actually keeps him from being able to move. So this is the fastest he can move. So at a sneak, he's not going to be able. He was not able to move in the first impulse. He will be able to move in this impulse, and I think that does mean that he will be able to catch him. Okay. Then we've got. So that was, yeah, he moved. Then we were going to shoot with vaults, right? So I don't think I did that yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is the range. That is a 0. He is sneaking. And sneak in the open is a -1. So he has a 2 to hit. So this is not great odds. He got a 7, so he misses. Now we'll do Clump, who also has the same order. And his distance is 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, yeah, he still has line of sight. Yes, he does have line of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he has a 3. Needs a 3 to hit. Ooh, 9. The dreaded low ammo. All right, so he's got low ammo now and missed. So that's white. We go to C. It's our machine gun. Well, he's got aimed fire. Let's let Vector fire first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He has a rifle. He has a skill of 4, so that is going to be a 3 again. 9. Good Lord, man. Okay, low ammo. Now our machine gun. All right, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is in the 0. So he gets a -1, so that's a 5. -1 is a 4. Needs a 4 or less. We got a 4 and we also got a 1. So that's 2 hits. This could be it. And a 6 and a 5. So we got 2 hits. First card, if it's KIA, it's not. It's bad wound, but that's going to do it anyway. Because a second bad wound makes his total loss due to wounds 6, and his troop quality is a 5 at its base, so he's dead. So he's dead, and the scenario is over. Okay, to recap, that's our campaign record. Here's the random scenario record. So all the enemy forces were eliminated, and we ended up with 21 victory points because there were 11 enemy units, accounting for the dummies that were removed. So that's not part of it. We eliminated 11 enemies, so that is 2 points per. But we had one poor soldier, one poor soul. Grosser here only. He had a bad wound that was unbandaged. He actually had 2 of them. So maybe that should be 20, but I'm going to go with 21 because it's the same soldier. So what would happen next is we would roll on this table for experience gain. I always move that chair with my leg on the scratches on the floor and makes a weird noise. Anyway, experience gain chart, right? 0 would gain you an ability, and then you would roll on this chart, see what that ability is. Then a 1 would give you a +1 to your TQ, and a 2 would give you a +1 to your weapon skill and your main weapon, capping out at 8. 3 to 9 is no gain, so you would do that for all of our guys. And then again, if you got any abilities, they would be rolled up on here, and you would note them here on the sheet. Like if it was Lieutenant Allah, maybe he gets an ability, maybe his TQ goes up to 8 or whatever. I'm not going to do that right now because of how long this video has been, but I did want to kind of note it at least. So I am currently unsure if I will do the second scenario for this or not. I'd also like to do the city fighting, so we'll see. Really depends on you guys how many views all of these episodes got. If it seems like people are really into it, I will continue it, perhaps not right away, but I will continue it only because I do want to get on to other stuff. I got to say, I really, really like this game. And I'll probably do a review for it. But really, really well done. Kudos to Mathew Hinkle and his son for the art, and his daughter for the work that she did as well. I think she did the cover of the book and some other stuff as well. So excellent job, family affair, but definitely an excellent job building on the pretty good framework that Ross Martel had built. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, especially if you watched all of them. I really appreciate it. And it was a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm going to play this more. Whether I do it for video or not is really just depends on what the analytics tell me what you guys think. Some of that will be likes. Some of that would be perhaps subscriptions off these videos. Some of that would be comments off these videos. So if you want this to continue, speak up. Speak up. All right. This has been a long one. I am tired. So I'm going to sign off here. Shout out to my channel members. Thank you as always for your support. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you'll come back and check something out. But while you're here, if you'd consider liking, sharing, hyping, or maybe even becoming a subscriber. Thanks to my current subscribers. But we are done. I am going to take a break here. My name's Joe. This is Hexed Encountered. And until next time, as always, happy gaming.